Ladies and gentlemen, Gregory Cockery here. I'm from the Orange Room here in beautiful Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. And during these crazy times of pandemic activities where we can't travel around, I can't go out to Wildwood, and everyone's kind of figure out different ways to have a little fun on the internet and get some content out that might be engaging and interesting to some folks. We thought it'd be fun to just have some remote conversations with some of my guitar playing buddies that are also friends of Wildwood, and maybe just have a little coffee clutch, if you will, talking about all things that come to mind. And with coffee, we know that conversation will be vigorous,
spirited,
and spirited. So without any further ado, from our first guest, I thought we'd get my buddy David Grissom from beautiful Austin, Texas, by way of Kentucky, if I'm not mistaken, the original locale of your existence.
Yes, the bluegrass.
Of course, guitar playing potentate, and also long-standing signature artist with our friends at Paul Reed Smith Guitars. I've had the good pleasure of massaging many of the DGTs over at Wildwood, but we thought it'd be fun to just kind of shoot the breeze and talk about this whole thing of trying to make to subsist as a musician during these crazy times, but just everything in general, what comes to mind about playing and guitars and all that kind of fun stuff. So first and foremost, what you've been doing lately as you've been on lockdown, what's been fun, what's been different, what's been challenging, all that kind of stuff.
Man, I've been trying to make the best of the whole thing. And the excitement around here has been almost palpable. Like you can probably feel it. We got 4 inches of rain yesterday, and my studio is in a garage. I built out part of my garage, and when we get extreme rains, I have been getting stuff off the floor, doing a dance to make the rain stop, and hoping that I don't endure my 4th flood in my studio. That's been pretty exciting. In the midst of all that, though, I've been really fortunate. I've had a lot of sessions come in, and all studios are closed right now.
Right.
And like last week, I did a full track for a major label band, drums, bass, everything that they needed. Like now, it was going on it's for a kids record that's going on a compilation record. So having the studio, and then I have this giant library of a real drummer playing real drums, well recorded, that I can slice and dice on. There's not too many grooves that I can't accommodate. And so I made a drum track, played bass, put on about 14 guitars, sent it off to my buddy who put mandolin and fiddle on it, sent it to Nashville, a real guy mixed it. And then, so that, I did a track for Damian Marley last week, some guys in New Zealand I've been doing tracks for. And so basically just kind of holed up in my studio. And also a producer that I work for a lot has informed me he's really tired of sending me stems, where they break out like guitar and bass. I mean, drums
Right.
on a stereo track. He's tired of that, so that I've got an assignment to learn Pro Tools. When I started, I got into digital performer because that's what my friends that were generous enough to help me out with got me on. So I now have Pro Tools too, and I'm teaching myself that language. And I'm just trying to make the best of the situation. I don't know, I'm making lemonade.
Yeah, I can dig it. I can dig it all. So how much stuff did you have to cancel in terms of gigging and so on and so forth, and plans that were kind of out several months?
Well, it's kind of, I had like several runs with Rodney Crowell that are gone. I had a couple of workshops that are indefinitely postponed. Of course, I play every Tuesday night that I'm in Austin at the Saxon Pub, which is sort of the grounding gig for me that keeps the hamster wheel slowed down in my head, where I really get to go blow it out. And I put out a new record a couple of weeks ago, a live record. So everything that I had booked to go out and promote that is toast. But I thought about not putting the record out, but then I thought, well, man, this is definitely a time to put out a live record when
Right.
I can't go out and play. People can't come hear me, and maybe it'll kind of fill maybe somebody will enjoy listening to some live music.
Yes, I have yet to hear this record. I can't wait to hear it.
I'll fix that as soon as we hang up. I'll fix that.
Excellent.
So that's been really cool, and it's been a real different experience to release a record right now. Not being able to go out and do gigs, as you know, that's what we do. We put a record out and then we go do gigs, and I did, for the first time ever, I did a pre-order, and I'm using Bandcamp, which has become, for me, the platform. If you're out, for anyone who's putting a record out, I highly urge you to utilize Bandcamp. It's really artist friendly, and you set a price, and I mean, people can pay whatever they want, and they never pay less. It's
right.
Really friendly. So that's been awesome. The pre-order thing was really great. And now there's no shipping. There's no retail. I mean, I can't ship to CD Baby. I am personally mailing every physical copy of this CD out.
Yes.
And so the stamp, the stamp bill and the envelope bill are pretty amazing. And my sweet wife goes to the post office every day and stuffs the outdoor boxes full of CDs. It's just, it's okay.
Right.
It's okay. It's okay. It's back to basics. It's, I miss playing live, and I miss friends, and I miss being around people, but this is where we are right now, and I'm just doing the best I can.
I can dig it. I can dig all of that. And you make a good point about the aspect people need some live music right now. I think people are very receptive to both wanting to experience any kind of live music, be it via internet or whatever the case may be, but they're also into supporting artists. I think people have been very cool about realizing that without live performance and all that entails, musicians are in a strange place, along with, of course, a lot of other people that the economy is affecting.
It's really affecting everybody, but I've been blown away by the generosity and the concern, even, just not what, people buying my records is, but just like the letters and emails that I get from people thanking me for, they're listening to something that I've done, and it's making them feel good. I mean, that means a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's an incredibly generous act. I think that when people respond, if you do something and people, acknowledge that, hey, I like, this, I'm digging this. It's a really, it's meaningful. It means a lot to us, as musicians.
Absolutely.